What is going down, everyone? It's the live edition of Mojobreak, The Hype. This is episode 254. We've got an exciting day for you guys. We got the big 100-box NFL Boom Palooza about to crack off after this hype episode. I think there's like 9 teams left, guys, so go ahead on mojobreak.com and get your spots as soon as you can because it's going to sell out here very soon. And there's some ridiculous boxes in this break, guys. We've got 21 Flawless. We've got 21 Prism First Off the Line. We got 2000 SP Authentic. We got 2014 5-star, 2011 5-star. It's insane. What is some of your guys' favorite boxes that are going to be in this break?
I remember the first time we did a live back in the day. That's kind of like what we just did right now. Everybody's phones were on. I had a little bleed through. Actually, did you put in 2010 plates and patches?
No, now you're crushing dreams.
Then I don't like any.
He's going home now.
I don't like any of the
with
boxes.
his Sean Mannion jersey, which is probably the only Rams jersey that I'm okay with him wearing.
You want to put it on? You want to touch it?
Whose house?
Ram's house.
That is my favorite number and my favorite Ram of all time. So there's only one Ram I like.
It's not. It's everybody's favorite Ram.
And we got Josh Jacobs, the second running back on the Raiders now, right? That's what you're sporting?
Yeah, I mean, it's what I wore last year to the Ravens game that we all went to together. So
that was a good game.
That was a great game.
I am gonna be going and picking up a new jersey before I get out to a game this season. But yeah, it's what I had. It's what I came with. If I had a Rams jersey, I'd probably be wearing it right now.
Oh my God. And Cody's over there with the old school Niners. Niners playoff shirts.
I'll be honest, because I don't have my I got a football jersey, but it doesn't fit me anymore. And so I have a 2012 Niners Conference Champion shirt, which just with Dan in the room, new Super Bowl champion Dan and the Rams.
Yeah, I was out there.
Just kind of feels like I'm asking for it to be like, oh, you're wearing your conference champion.
It could be worse.
Shirt?
It could be the 1994 conference winners.
That's true. Well, I mean, I would be wearing the Super Bowl shirt if I could do that.
No.
They
Actually, that was pre-salary cap. The Niners bought that one.
Oh,
that's fair.
They went out there and they went.
They did it. They did it the right way. They did it the
right
old-fashioned way.
good
How they used
old-fashioned
to
way.
build football teams back in the day.
I think that was a mob won or purchased Super Bowl, wasn't it? Wasn't that Eddie DeBartolo era?
Don't know anything about that.
Sure.
I am wearing a
I
number
don't know
5
about-
for the amount of Super Bowls that the Niners have won. How many you guys got?
Well, that's staying number 5.
It's 1, right? 1 and 2, maybe?
Combined, we got 3.
Actually, I think the Raiders might have 3.
Raiders do indeed have 3.
You guys got 4.
Combined.
Nice.
So we only need
No,
one more.
we have 5.
No, the Rams have 2.
That's
And Raiders
we have
3.
3.
Oh, okay, so
So
we're
yeah,
tied.
they're
We're
3
tied.
plus 2.
I can do math.
5.
So we're tied up, technically.
Yeah. So you basically put our 2 franchises together, and these franchises are connected by a great city. So Oh, okay. What was that about?
Off
guys
to
are-
a great start
These
here.
guys are
Oh,
these
man.
guys are
I love LA.
losers.
I love LA
and
too.
Irv's in the chat too, so he gets it.
Question
I love
for
LA.
is the chat are the Rams gonna are they gonna repeat? And if not, who's winning the Super Bowl? We're gonna talk about that later in the show. This show we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're gonna talk about the new Topps design, what we think, what we don't like about it. We're also going to talk about Platinum Card Breaks is in the news again. So you could probably Google the video on YouTube and see what we're going to be talking about. Golden has some huge auctions popping off this week, and there's already some big numbers coming out for some cards from Golden Auctions. We're going to be talking about that as well in This Week in the Hobby. And then we're going to end it all things NFL, running right up to the 100-box NFL break that I'm super excited. I couldn't even sleep last night. I was excited to come in here, wear my Trey Lance jersey, and break some football cards for you guys. So teams are available at mojobreak.com. I think there's 9 left. The Patriots are still there. The Jaguars are still there. I'm going to go ahead and link it up in the live chat for you guys. Jordan says the Rams will not repeat. I love Jordan. I think he buys the Niners a lot, so he knows what's up.
It's locked in. It'll be a Bills Rams Super Bowl.
Bills Rams, huh?
Bills Rams.
I'm going Raiders Rams.
I'm into that too. That would be looks like we'll be going to Arizona.
Oh, and I'm glad you guys
Don't
mentioned
mind.
the Super Bowl because we are giving out 2 Super Bowl tickets in the break as well.
Rams Bills.
So,
Rams
for the
Raiders.
Rams Bills apparently, which isn't going to
Rams
happen.
Raiders.
It's
I'm
happening
not
in their
mad at
dreams.
Rams Bills. Bills is a popular pick of a lot of people's to make it to the Super Bowl.
I mean,
this year.
we'll see a preview tomorrow. It's gonna be a great game. I mean, you guys could admit that.
Bills by 20.
Absolutely.
Bills by 20.
It's going to be. It's a great way to start out the season.
Hell yeah.
Going to be a fantastic start to the NFL season. NFL's probably thrilled. Starting in LA. Like, the script could not have been written better for the NFL. The NFL ends the season in LA. They begin the season in LA.
Maybe everybody should just move to LA.
I'd
Yeah.
say, you know,
All
if,
32 teams.
If the NFL had their way, all 32 teams would just be playing
Kind of like
7 days a week in
kind
LA.
of like spring training. Just have a bunch of
Yes.
bunch of stadiums. NFL's like, this is great.
This is unfortunately the reality. They all say like, oh, we're gonna have teams in London, we're gonna have teams in Berlin. No. We're gonna have 50 teams playing in Los Angeles, in the
I love
greater
it.
Los Angeles area.
I love
That's
it. I
the
love
future.
it.
It's going to take you 3 hours between each stadium to go 10 miles.
Yep.
But it's besides the point. I think the best player of the Rams is now on the Bills, so I'm sure he gave them all the intel on how to beat the Rams. The Bills are going to win by 20. But let's get right into this week in the hobby.
What's it like to not have any idea about football? what is that like?
I am
I mean,
a
you're
football scholar.
you're good at fantasy football, but when it comes to like real football, you're out there, man.
I just know Sean Mannion's good. That's a Sean Mannion jersey for those who joined us
We've
late.
said it. We've
Show him the back. Model it. That is Sean Mannion.
See it?
Yep. And it actually is event worn.
It's a little big, but it is. It's event worn. It's actually from the 2015 rookie photo shoot. Probably threw some touchdowns in it.
And Dan used to be 500 pounds. He used to fit in that jersey. Now he's slimmed down a little bit, so it's a little big on him. So it's been hitting that Peloton and the Weight Watchers, Oprah style. But let's go ahead and talk about the 2023 design. There it is. If you guys hadn't seen it before, there is a face. There's two faces on the card. So if you just you can't see the face, in swing motion, you've got the face below. What do you guys think?
Man, go ahead.
Man? Yeah, it's a man. Not a woman.
Fanatics inspired. Maybe Fanatics idea.
I don't know.
If it was just the player's face and then there also a photo of their actually like hitting or pitching, I wouldn't say it's too distracting. But then you have the giant logo right next to the player's face as well.
And the name of the team is covered up. So if you look at that card, I know it's far for us to see here in studio, but it says more Orioles because the BALTI is covered up by Ryan
You don't know what
Mountcastle's.
team that is?
If I didn't collect baseball, maybe I don't. Maybe it's the more Orioles. And I'm going to go out and I'm be like, I need more Orioles. But they're like, no, it's Baltimore. I'm like, I didn't know that because I have this card.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously we see what they're going for. They've done it in the past, but for me, the giant logo next to the face is a little distracting. Other than that, you got your four borders,
Dude.
You do have borders, which makes Dan happy.
Hot take, maybe. I actually was going to wait for Doug to say what he thought about it, but I'm going for it. This is my favorite design that I've ever seen by Topps.
Whoa!
I absolutely, when I saw it, it blew me away. Everything about it I love. The one thing I'd probably change is the rookie shield. I'd probably put it in one of the top corners and not put it on the bottom. Love the logo on the bottom. Love the face on the bottom. Love the borders. Love the cutout on the bottom. Is this
Fanatics payment.
but I am stoked on this design.
If that's the case, I like the design too.
It is a 10 out of 10. I mean, I don't know. The bar is set so high now. I don't know how they come out with 2024 design. I don't know what they do.
Well, the interesting thing that Cody discovered, by the way, is why you see these years. So they've had faces on the cards every 20 years, right, Cody?
Yeah, it's. I think I saw this pointed out on Twitter, and I had to do a little investigating. And yes, in the third year of the decade, every 20 years, very weird, arbitrary thing, but nonetheless, that's what it is. You probably saw it already if you're watching live at home, but if you're listening, every 20 years, they have the face in the lower left-hand corner of the card, as they do this year. They did it in 2003, did it in 1983, and 1963 as well.
It's on the right.
That's true.
Yeah,
so,
that's
yes,
only one,
so,
yeah.
so we
But,
so
you
we've
know, I mean-
diverged a little bit from
bit.
the formula, but same. But again, the idea of the face being in the lower third of the card is something they have been doing going back now 60 years every 2-decade intervals.
So what do you think? The GOAT? The GOAT of all designs?
I think this one, I think this one's a little too busy compared to the previous versions of this type of design.
4 borders though.
It does. I like the 4 borders. I actually, if I don't know if you can make it out of the video, I like the little stars in the corners. I think it's a nice little touch.
It is.
I do like the stars.
But
it feels
it's a
like
bit busy.
they did a dartboard with the rookie card logo. They're like, where are we going to put it? Let's just put it as a dartboard.
The rookie card logo is the only small drawback I have on it. Besides that, again, I am not messing with you guys. I love this design. Love it.
Sorry, I cut you off over there. I just had to spew my rookie card logo nonsense.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off too. I just had to cut Doug off.
It's the cutoff show. We should take our sleeves off.
Yeah, I think the rookie, if the rookie card was a little, the rookie card insignia was a little bit bigger. And yeah, I think the team name getting cut off. And again, I know you should see that logo if you're collecting baseball cards. You probably know what that team is. And now I'm like looking at the other cards right now in front of me. The 03 design doesn't even. They just have a small logo of the team. Like even that might have like. Maybe don't even have like the lettering that says like where it looks like more Orioles with Adley Rutschman's head covering it.
Orioles?
They could have.
They could have just put Orioles. Yeah, I think that could have worked.
The design's so great, it's hard to like make it better. But I mean, there's little things like that. I guess you can like, turn it to 11, do the old Spinal Tap. Not to 10. To
now,
11.
Of course, we say, oh, the design's too busy. It's this, it's that, which I agree. But again, like, Adley Mania is going to run wild in the baseball card
Is it,
world.
though, as a catcher?
You know what? We talked about this. Dan and I talked about this a few weeks ago on the Baseball Card Pod, that I was very skeptical that this was going to last. But and things had to happen where it was like, okay, well, what if the Orioles are good? Ha, 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 that won't happen. And lo and behold, they're very good, and they are in the playoff race till the end. He is among the best rookies in all of baseball right now. So everything kind of worked out perfectly. So even if they don't make the playoffs this year, which I don't think they will, I think that's still going to be a big rush and a lot of hype for him going into the 2023 season.
Bigger than the Wander hype coming into this year?
We moved on.
We're done.
We moved on. Wander.
But we had a lot of hype when Series 1 came out.
I'll make the argument that I think it should be more hype because Adley has had more time in the big leagues than Wander did. And I think that I know Tampa's always in it, but to me, Baltimore is more exciting. They're more of they're a team on the rise. Gunnar Henderson just got called up. They've got who's it? Grayson Rodriguez, who's still in the minors. They've
Gunnar
got
Henderson.
Yeah, I mean, what a name, right?
Great name.
What a name. They've got so much good young talent. They're a team on the rise. They're exciting, and for me personally, I think Adley deserves a little more love, but I get it. He's a catcher, and I know how the hobby.
Maybe
reacts.
he turns the tide. Maybe in 2023 we're going to be collecting defensive players and catchers and pitchers.
Maybe for football
And
for
centers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Centers. And goalies.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to change. It's going to flip-flop. We're going to change the way we collect. But no, I mean, I maybe the design will grow on me. One last point before we move on to the golden auctions.
So you don't like it?
I don't like it because I envision. Can you envision Topps Chrome signatures on that?
Love it.
What are you going to do? You're going to put it above. He's going to sign on.
Put it on the card.
He's going to sign on his junk.
You're going to sign it right on the card.
But now it's like going to be higher. People they're not going to know where to sign. You know what I mean? Unless they do away with
the card is still the same size, Doug.
No, but they're
going to be signing on their legs. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's going to be midway through the card.
They're going to do a little shadow. It'll be perfect. It'll be great.
Yeah. So what do you?
Everybody's going to collect it, and like Cody said, people are going to be going nuts over it. Adley Rutschman.
Gonna be going nuts over Adley.
Mania is what we're going to be dealing with.
Nolan Gorman too. He'll be excited. A guy
too.
will be.
Oh, they texted me. They said to give you another $200. So a second $200.
Oh, was it Venmo?
Yeah.
Venmo.
So they got you.
I'm in the pipeline.
Topps has got you covered on promotion.
I'm in the pipeline.
I'm not getting anything. Apparently, they said. They said they're
Well,
cutting my.
You basically just were walking around saying how terrible it is.
They're going to cut my Planet of the Apes characters. No longer going to be getting them. All right, let's talk about some huge auctions in the hobby that are wrapping up September 10th, so 3 days from when we air this. There is a Justin Herbert card that is insane right now. It's the Shield, so it's the one you want. It's the best card made of Justin Herbert in terms of hobbiness. And it is a Shield NT Auto 1/1, and it is currently sitting, and it's an 8/5/10, even though that's arbitrary. It doesn't matter. A grade, it's 1/1. It's currently sitting at 1 million, 1.05 million, with 3 days to go. Did you think it would even go over 1 million? I didn't think so.
No, that's insane to me. It's my first time seeing this number.
You don't even like that dude.
Yeah, Sherbert. I mean, he's okay.
He's
I
like
mean,
top 15 maybe.
I mean, you could-
I said it over the stream. Breaking this past weekend. Like, I get it. Us in the hobby, we have a lot invested in this kid. Looks pretty good, but in my opinion, no bias at all.
oh, okay.
He's just like the third or fourth best quarterback in the AFC West.
Do you know how many Derek Carr cards you could buy for that? You could
All
buy
of
like
them.
I don't know, man.
Everyone.
It
Hey,
depends.
You can actually buy all of Vegas Dave's PC.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know, man. I think
How does he do it?
how does he value his collection? Like, where is that collection?
I
Vegas Dave, where is it, man?
Where is
Let it be
Vegas
free.
Dave?
Let it be free. Let it come to me.
Is he about to get the last laugh? By the way, I mean, like
He always
Devontae
does.
Adams being there.
I mean,
and-
how
does he do it?
How does he do it?
How does he do it?
Actually, can we talk about that? What is that? Like, this is off topic, but is that a Starburst flavored energy drink? It says superhuman performance on the bottom.
and it says C4 like it's dynamite.
Yeah, so I saw this on the way in today, and I usually just go with the,
And
the
we
normal
are now sponsored by Starburst.
normal Monster, but I saw
Mars?
that this was Starburst flavor, so I decided to give it a try. It's pretty good.
At least they tell you what flavor it is because you get orange. You're like, dang it. Because everybody just picks out the pink and the red
Yep.
ones.
Yep, you're
When it
right.
comes to Starburst, you get kids, those little 2-packs. You're like,
Yep.
I hope I get a red one in there. Oh, yellow and orange. Dang
Did
it.
they have other flavors of Starburst?
No, that's just
They
the
o-
only
So
one.
they only roll with the pink one.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there's more down
which
the
is-
pipeline.
Which is strawberry, I believe, right?
I think so.
Strawberry flavor.
Superhuman performance, because I'm gonna need that to rip this 100 boxes tonight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
get
saying?
through it.
What's
Yep.
going on with energy drinks? So you have that, and then there's also
Swedish fish.
and Sour Patch
I've seen the
Kids.
Swedish Fish one. Yeah.
Yep.
Sour-
Sour Patch.
Sour
and they have
Patch
different
Kids.
flavors of the
And then
Sour
Sour
Patch.
Patch Kids actually doesn't have any caffeine at all.
No. Oh, it doesn't?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it
no
didn't work.
caffeine.
What's the point?
That's why it didn't work for me.
Just
They-
Guarana?
load it up with sugar.
Guarana?
Guarana. You making words up?
Extra guarana and
Guarana. There
yeah,
we go.
taurine and ginseng and all of it.
I think it's all
Just
B-
no caffeine.
It's all B vitamins at the end of the day.
No, it's actually cocaine in there. That's what it is. It gets really
and
going.
then Bang. How many flavors of Bang Energy are there?
At least 60.
I don't
There
know.
has to be at least 60.
It's like
right?
it's like the same amount that Select Parallels there is.
I want to go. I want to go to the Bang Energy Drink factory and see how do they actually make all these flavors. I want to know.
I want to actually sit in the boardroom when they came up with the name. They're like, boom.
They're
wow.
watching. No, they were on YouTube watching some breaks.
Bang,
and,
bang.
they were watching, and somebody was like, "Bang!"
Yeah.
They're all. That's it.
Well, then where's the Let's Go Energy?
I
company?
know. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Let's Go Energy.
It is coming. It's coming. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah. Only a matter
It'll
of time.
have 18,000 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And a warning
I
label.
think we just stumbled upon a good business idea.
Yeah, I don't know why we
Let's
just
go Mojo drink coming soon.
Yeah, this is. I don't know why we're doing this live. I mean, if we recorded this, we could at least cut that out, and then it's like we could save that
funny-
idea for
it's
later.
funny
Forever on the
Doug brought
internet.
up cocaine.
Is this a segue to another topic?
No, and energy drinks. There used to be an energy drink called cocaine.
Yes.
There was.
There
Liquid
was.
cocaine,
Liquid
right?
cocaine.
No, it was called cocaine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was called cocaine.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think we're probably
Did-
gonna
did
get. I
Coke-
think
did-
our live feed will probably get blocked now.
Yeah, we'll
Did-
definitely have a warning
Did
label on it.
Coca-Cola sue them?
Yeah, that's right. Back in the day, there was cocaine in the original.
Really? That's why I don't
Recipe
see it
of
anymore.
Coca-Cola.
It was a terrible tasting energy drink anyway.
Okay, yeah,
It
I was talking
it
about the original Coke recipe.
Oh,
But
okay.
now, yeah, it was. The
energy drink was terrible.
It actually tasted like it had like cayenne pepper in it.
Yes.
It like burned.
Yeah, it was.
It was terrible.
It was
It was
definitely
actually it was terrible. That's why it's not there anymore. Plus, really hard to market that name.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. But you know what? There is I know we're completely going off topic, but we're talking about beverages. You know what's really picking up? Death water.
Liquid cocaine is
Or liquid death. Isn't it called liquid death?
Liquid Death.
And they actually sell it like concerts and stuff now,
Yeah.
and they have to put this is real water.
It's
Like,
just water.
But it's called liquid death.
And Irv is right. Liquid cocaine is a mixed.
That's
shooter
right.
That is at the bar, which is wait for it, 151 Goldschlager and Jägermeister, I believe.
That sounds
I
about
believe.
right.
And a hangover.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And a good time.
And a good time.
good time.
A good time for while it
That
lasts.
all that matters.
For sure. Well, have a good time tonight with the 100-box Boom Palooza coming up, PYT style, the biggest NFL PYT ever done. We've only got, I think, 8 teams left, so you guys can head over and browse and peruse and see what teams are left. I mean, the lineup is insane. We've got 8 years worth of product. We've got 2020 National Treasures, 2020 National Treasures first off the line, a whole case of Impeccable. We got buyback cases, so it's going to be insane. Head over to Mojobreak.com for that. Let's talk about the other 2 auctions popping off, which seemed like a deal compared to the Herbert. So we've got the gold LeBron, BGS 9, current bid at $200K. And
That's a good deal.
I think there's only 50 of those in existence.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy 5 of those for the price of one.
Well, at the current
Shield
at
RPA.
the current price, we don't know how high it's gonna get though. It could catch up to that Shield pretty easily.
I don't think it will. People, the LeBron market is soft.
It's soft for sure. It's probably a good buying opportunity for LeBron right now.
Yeah.
If you got like an extra, $200K, $250K burning a hole in your pocket, that's probably a good buy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Good time to buy at least the refractors.
Oh, yeah.
The base refractors.
Yeah. You just need to say Fanatics 200,000 more times, and you'll have enough to buy the card.
Well, I mean, did I tell you the 2023 design is actually straight fire?
Stunning.
Brought to you by the 2023 Topps Design.
Straight fire.
Straight fire, homie. And then this Joe Burrow, I actually kind of think we pulled this. This is the 1-of-1 patch. I could be mistaken, but I thought we pulled this card. It's the 1-of-1 red parallel. Maybe I'm thinking of another player that we did, but
We put a lot of 1-of-1 Burrows last year.
No, I pulled a 1-of-1 redemption patch auto.
then that's the one. So it's currently sitting at $200K.
And let me
Do
tell
I
you,
get a
man.
commission on that?
Burrow, now that's a good quarterback, man. You know what I mean?
Is he?
Out that 2020 class, golly, like he kind of shows Sherbert up a little bit, man. He went deeper in the playoffs.
Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean,
He did go to the Super
he
Bowl.
went way farther than Sherbert has. Sherbert lost to the Raiders, dude.
who's
Who's
losing
losing
to
to
the
the
Super Bowl?
Raiders, dude?
And you can make an argument that the Bengals have gotten better. Their offensive line was terrible last year, and he still put up good numbers and brought them to the Super Bowl. So,
Man,
I don't know.
that guy's the real deal. Holyfield.
You can get. I mean, why is there such a large gap between Herbert and Burrow?
Because Herbert's better.
Yeah.
Period.
And he's dreamy.
Herbert's better.
He's dreamy. He'd be on like Teen,
Is he 5
if
times
there was
better?
still if there was still Teen Beat magazine, you'd see him on the cover and not Mr. Macaulay Culkin.
I don't think you guys ever seen Burrow's swag, dude. This guy knows how to
does.
dress,
Oh, I
bro.
know. He's got.
Sherbert dresses like he's going to the freaking, pick up trash or something like that.
He looks like he's going to the beach, and he's from LA. He's a SoCal guy. He's fitting in, and Burrow's got his swag, and both of these guys are going to be incredible
Isn't he
talents
from
for a long
Eugene?
time.
Not
Isn't he
both-
from
not-
Eugene, Oregon.
He's from Eugene, Oregon,
Same
Not-
Same thing.
Same thing.
Not both these guys are going to be incredible
They
talent.
will.
One of these guys is going to be incredible talent for a long time.
And
And
the
the
market
name
is
is Joe Burrow.
And his name is Justin Herbert.
Yep, and that's and Irv in the chat says it all. This is exactly the same point I was going to make. You got one, the best team in LA, and then you got the Bengals.
Oh, Irv, come on, bro.
Now, Irv
You
didn't
know-
say that. I added it on there, but I'm saying
Oh.
the Bengals. Yes, that's what says it all. Is that you can market
Dude,
an LA
the
Charger.
The Chargers are like.
And
the
I'm sorry,
Rams-
Ohio
the Rams
fans.
Roommate, like they're like giving them the futon to sleep on.
They're the reason you guys sell out.
Man,
They're the reason why we sell out.
Yeah, I mean we don't have to have roommates. at
listen,
Levi, so
listen.
You almost had the Raiders.
well, we didn't
Oh,
want them in
listen.
there.
No, you wanted them.
No.
Well, we didn't. Raiders.
I mean,
No.
look at their stadium now.
I mean, Mark
Look,
Davis.
look at your, look
Mark
at your
Davis
guys'
put his.
stadium. Look at their stadium.
That's true. Mark Davis put his foot down and said no red seats. And you know what?
Red
That's
seats, like
some-
I would literally never go to a game if there were red seats. But anyways, Ohio knows their football, man. Like I don't think the Chargers even have any fans.
I mean, that's fair.
But the hobby has a lot of Justin Herbert fans.
I don't get.
the
I don't.
hobby.
I
They
don't,
may
I
not be
don't-
Charger fans.
I don't get
Listen,
it.
I feel again, for the hobby's sake, I hope he does well. But
According to
Burrow's
Golden
the guy.
Auctions, he's worth 5 times the
Like
amount
you
of
said,
Joey
he's
Burrow.
5 times better. How that? If you had a choice,
I mean, it's not a shield.
and granted, you're probably going to give me like some ridiculous answer like, well, we already got our franchise quarterback in Trey Lance, so why would I want like Burrow or Herbert?
How you putting words in my mouth? How do you know I'm going to go that route?
But if you had a choice between, like, let's say you're the Panthers, You have a choice between Herbert or Burrow. Who do you go?
I think you go Burrow
I know what Cody
because
gonna say.
he
He's
was
gonna
a
say
winner
Justin
in
Herbert.
college.
Yeah.
It's Herbert. It's not. It's Herbert.
You can't say it's not close.
It's
bro.
not. It's not that close to me. Even though I think Burrow's really good, I think
Cody's
Herbert
all, I'll
is
put Burrow on
look,
the practice squad.
I have to. I feel like you're gonna be like, what? Oh,
Burrow
you just-
went to the Super Bowl.
I know he did.
with a bad offensive line.
Sure, great, fine.
They had a great receiver though.
Okay, how you come back from this?
There's also he had an incredible run at the end of the season, an incredible stretch. But the entirety of the season, the totality of the season, Herbert from game 1 to game 7, whatever, however many games we played, 17 games, was one of the top 5 QBs in the league last year in his second year in the NFL.
Herbert?
Yes,
The guy,
Stats-
the guy who didn't make the playoffs.
The guy-
the
well,
stats were
if you
cool.
remember that game where it was, if it just ended in a tie, that's all it had to really happen in
So
that
was
game.
dumb
you want
coaching.
your
And it was
franchise
bad
quarterback to be
coaching.
like, hey, shoot for a tie.
No,
No,
I
In
don't.
that
man.
scenario,
Well, there was the 99.9% of the time, absolutely not. But the one time where it was like, yeah, let's go for the tie, was that one moment. And it was not his fault they lost that game.
Okay, fine. You put Burrow on the Chargers, and the Chargers go to the Super Bowl.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
the Chargers defense is 100 times better than the Bengals defense. I don't think the Rams can beat the Chargers in the Super Bowl.
The Bengals were a better team than the Chargers last year. I will give you that. But again, the quarterback situation, look, it's not like night and day. It's not like that, but like it's close, but I will still go Herbert.
You just said it wasn't close.
Dude,
though.
No, in my mind
Do
it's
you-
not, but in general it's.
Do you keep this same thought process if Herbert doesn't make the playoffs this year and Burrow goes deep into the playoffs?
I mean, yeah, that would change. That would change things.
Like,
I
you have to wait
admit
like to
that.
see a decade of time before
I'm-
you can actually make that decision.
I'm willing to admit that yes, if they can't make the playoffs this year, but it depends. Like, what if he goes out and he balls out and they go like 9-8, but it's not his fault that they went 9-8.
And the division is tough, man.
And it's a really tough division, and it's a much AFC North is a
If
much easier
if they
division.
don't make the playoffs, whose fault is it?
Yeah.
The coach.
It could
Herbert.
be coaching.
The
It
coach.
could be. It
It's
could
always
be.
the coach.
It could be
It's always-
injury.
It's never the.
It could be
it's never the
coaching.
players who are out there actually playing. It's always the coach.
It could be coaching. It
Kicker.
could be injuries. It could be defense. Like it could be. Yeah, it could be. I mean, it's
Usually-
we're talking about the Chargers here, who is like they're basically the Chicago Cubs of football at this point because they always have the best teams possible and just never win. They never do it, but they always. You look at it statistically, have like some of the best players in football over the last 20 years. So it's not that. It's just they're just cursed. That's really what it comes.
Gavin
down to.
Gavin in the chat said Burrow did it in the SEC and took the Bengals to a Super Bowl. Herbert has more talent. Burrow is a better QB.
All right.
I don't disagree with that, Tate.
I understand I understand that
That's
argument
fair.
too.
That's fair.
But I think again, this is only year 3, and boy,
Yeah.
when we go to our bold predictions, I feel like I'm
Well,
just
brother.
teeing
And
myself
we also
up.
got
You all know what I'm
we also
about
got to look
say.
at it in terms of
Oh,
the,
it's gonna be like Herbert wins MVP, the Chargers win the Super Bowl, and Cody's like, I'm a Charger fan now.
I am keeping my mouth shut for the next 40.
but hear this out. Hear this out. Like you could take the Luka approach. Yeah, like Klay Thompson doesn't sell as much as Luka does, and Klay Thompson's won four championships. So the hobby tends to gravitate towards guys that don't win championships. It's just likability, and I honestly believe that more people like Herbert
but there's
than they
also
like Burrow.
but if Luka continues at the pace he is on right now, he will be. And I love Klay, but he will be far and away statistically better than Klay Thompson. Like there's that to take into account too. And I think it's the same. Justin Herbert. Again, it pains me to say that I love Klay. I love Klay. But that's the truth, and I think
And
it's the same.
I
with
love
Herbert.
Luca, so I'm with you.
Right.
Yeah,
In the chat, who would you rather have, Klay or Justin Herbert?
I think
rookies?
you're a Mavericks fan now.
I have outed myself as a Mavericks and a Chargers fan. The very, very rare
Wow.
combination.
Very rare combination. You button for punishment, it looks like.
And one last point too: whose auto looks better? And don't even lie on that one. Whose auto looks aesthetically better?
Okay, Herbert has a better autograph.
Herbert.
See, one for the good
And
guys.
one for us.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into
Who
some.
looks like can be a pro surfer?
Yes,
Tell me
that,
right
that
now.
would be.
Who
That's
could-
fair.
Who?
So there's a little bit more controversy. You guys remember the episode we did? It actually was the most commented episode of all time on YouTube. Was our Platinum Card Breaks episode. Well, they're back in the news. Sports Card Radio unveiled this video from, I believe it was last night. I can't tell, but one of the main owners, I'm assuming, G. I don't know if he's an owner, but he's been the guy that's been there from day one. You guys probably have seen him on his feed. Looks like he kind of goes out and assaults one of his employees during a live break and makes him kiss him on the cheek. Also clearly grabs his head, says some things to him. Very unprofessional. I don't know why people still break with them. They're your cup of tea, that's fine. But there's a long laundry list of things that have happened with these guys, and they're still out there breaking product on a daily basis. The video is disturbing, and I go ahead and go on YouTube, Sports Card Radio. They have the video out, and you can watch it, and it's a little tough. It's a little tough to watch. I mean, I've never wanted to slap anybody around here before, and I don't think I could bring myself to doing that. Even though one wears a Raider jersey and one wears a Ram jersey, I don't just go around slapping people around here. It's just not what I do. And there's silence after that.
Well, I mean, it's hard to come back after that. No, it is a. I don't know where you're going, man.
I don't know where I'm going half the time either.
Is HR listening to this? Are we gonna have an issue? Wait, I'm HR. Man, again, props to Ryan, Sports Card Radio. Check out the video. Did a great job of cutting it up. The drop of you dip is amazing.
I laugh every time.
Every time. I think you can basically use that in every single video going forward, and it never get old. Never get old. It's amazing. But yeah, this is super uncomfortable to watch. Super uncomfortable. Like, the first thing I think of is if he is willing to do that on camera, what is he doing off camera? Like, says a lot about his character. I know that he already doesn't like me, so there's really nothing I can say. I don't want him. I'm not going to kiss him on the cheek.
Yeah, the feeling is mutual.
How much money?
There is. I got the pipeline. I'm already on the books, according to you.
You are.
So
Another Venmo coming in.
Keep it going. Yeah, it's just it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate to have these situations pop up in our community, in our industry, in our hobby. So hopefully I'm gonna be that guy. He finds the help he needs to get him through this.
Yeah, I mean actually I was thinking that too. I mean maybe there's some stuff going on and you act that way and you can't control yourself, and maybe there's underlying issues, and I hope if that's what's going on, he does get the help he deserves and gets back to having fun, because obviously it didn't seem like he was having fun.
It isn't. I mean, we come here and we try to be light about stuff and we try to joke around it. This is something that like we can't joke about. There's nothing. You watch this video and there is nothing funny about it. It is 100% disturbing, and no employee, nobody, no human being should be treated like that.
No. Let
Let alone somebody that works for you, that puts their hard work and effort to make your business better. It sucks. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, I will say. I mean, I agree with everything you guys said. It was tough to watch. Like I will say towards the end of the video, I mean, I guess I don't know if I feel like I heard the kid like laughing, or maybe he's just laughing to just try to play it off or make him get off of him or whatever. But, I wonder like how seriously his employee took it. I mean, you would never want to go through that, right, as an employee anyways, regardless. But there's probably a lot more to this that we don't obviously know.
Yeah, and if that's their relationship, that's fine. It shouldn't be on camera, right? It shouldn't be a situation that people that are maybe watching with their families are seeing. And
yes,
it should be like, let me pull you outside, let's talk about this, or let's talk about it the next day.
I mean, there's a reason why they have comments turned off on all their videos. They have a laundry list of extremely questionable things they've done.
They go
in the
back and
past.
delete videos, which is always a red flag. When you have to go back and delete videos, live feeds, et cetera, delete old posts, whatever. Like, that's never a good sign for a business
Yeah.
or for just a content creator, for a YouTuber, anything that puts things out.
And you guys know us. I mean, those that have been listening or breaking with us for a while, we don't throw shade at anybody. We are a community. I mean, I talk to Rich Layden, like, every week, trying to figure out like how to make the experience better, or talk to all these other breakers that have kind of came up with us, and even some of the new breakers. As you know, we had Pull Wax on, we had Little Pullman on. So it's a community, and we do it, and we talk to each other to make things better, because when somebody acts like that, it reflects on the whole segment of our hobby. So we feel with our voice, it's we have to talk about things like this. We have to bring this up. We have to share it with you guys to make you guys aware. And hopefully these things change. Maybe nothing like this happens. I don't want any ill will on their company, but we keep seeing things. I mean, how many chances does somebody get? And how many times do people still go back and give them their money? I mean, there's a questionable video about a card being taken off camera that wound up in the garbage, and then all of a sudden popped out on the garbage. Regardless of something that was happening, it was very funny. There was a Michael Sam card that got ripped up. This is all the same gentleman. Now, there's another gentleman that breaks in the morning, great guy, and it doesn't seem like there's any issues. But this gentleman is a repeat offender on the feed, and to a community, it needs to be brought up. It needs to be talked about in all seriousness, and it needs to be buyer beware. So just hopefully the scenario isn't as bad as it seems for the employee, but it just the optics of it all don't look great. So, but that's all we're going to say, because it's a positive day here. But I want you guys to be aware. We got to talk about it. Somebody in the chat said, don't gaslight. What does gaslighting mean? I'm sorry.
Like trying to make you think one thing when it's when it may not.
And
just trying to influence
and
your
this is the same type.
I'm
of
uneducated.
Same type of comments we got like last time we did the platinum break, the Hertz like redemption whatever like situation, and I have some
Fields.
Fields whatever. I have some personal like run-ins with them as well over the years. We are not doing this to gain their customers. Like, it is not about that.
No.
It is basically, but if you do something like this, like, this should be talked about. We would not be doing our due diligence as having a podcast or, being in this industry for 12 years to not talk about something like this and just turn a blind eye to it.
And it kind of goes back to like the video you guys were doing last week about like when something is said bad about the breaking community, it's like everybody gets lumped in. Well, all breakers are getting loaded cases. Well, all breakers are doing this. So then when something like this happens in the community, it's like they don't maybe from the outside, someone's not looking at the name. They're just like, oh, it's breakers,
gonna be like,
blah, 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 whatever.
Well, now all breakers treat their employees poorly.
Right. And again, I'm not saying most people are thinking that. Like, I get that. I know everybody can see individual situations for what they are. But, it's you're free to buy from whoever you like, But at the same time, like, I think to kind of echo what you guys are saying, this is a community and we're all part of it. And when there are people who are acting like this, who are just, whether it was, whatever was happening, whether it be real, which would be very serious and we have to take that seriously, or if it was part of some weird, bizarre act. Exactly. It's just bad. Whatever it is, it's bad.
It was like, we don't know the backstory, and if it was
playful.
it was a playful manner, like, it's
not something to be playful.
Broadcasted for everybody to know without the context behind it.
Exactly.
The optics of it look terrible. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. Like, nobody should be treated that way. Yeah. Nobody.
Now, Irv said he does like getting slapped around by you. So, and that's maybe more in a playful manner. But it's not on a feed. At least that I know of. Maybe you guys have an OnlyFans.
I was going to drop that, but it's a family show. But yeah,
moving on.
Irv and myself's OnlyFans. It's hot. It's hot.
Ooh.
It's up there. It's huge, tons of subscribers.
Mustache Manion.
Mustache Manion.
Dude,
yeah.
that you gotta buy that .com right now. Let's get into 2022 NFL preview. Cody, kick us off with this. The main segment of the show. Tomorrow is kickoff. Sunday, the Niners beat the Bears. It's gonna be a great week.
Sunday, the Niners beat the
Sunday,
Bears.
the Raiders beat the Chargers easy.
We're talking possible league MVP Justin Herbert. So that's a lot to handle there, C-Rod. I'm just saying.
That's gonna be the easiest win of the season.
Are we?
Easiest win.
What were we just? You guys are spouting off what now? What was that? It was
I don't
real
know.
quick.
I'm just gonna now. I have to run with this. Now I have to be like, oh yeah, my second team is now the Chargers. I guess
No,
that's
well, yeah,
what
no,
it is,
it's
Great-
kind
great
of your
team.
first team. but
Yeah, I
mean,
guess so.
I'm gonna jump on his team because it's LA. It's the other LA team, and it's great. It's great.
No
AFC.
way, man. There's only one LA team, and it's the Rams.
I thought for half a second I thought you were gonna be like it's the Raiders.
Yeah,
clearly.
that's where they came
Which
from.
let's be honest.
Well, I mean, I will tell you the Rams and Raiders are playing in L.A. That will be a Raider home game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny that. It's going to be ridiculous.
I mean, it's California. This is a Raider nation out here.
it's going to be nuts. But I think you guys, what you said, the Bears, Niners are going to beat the Bears.
Yeah.
I would hope so. I think the money line.
Yeah.
I think it's like the worst money line.
Bears are one of the
I
worst
think
teams in the NFL
I
if
think
you
that-
on
I think
paper.
the Niners are like it's like something crazy. It's like minus 325
Yeah, but we're going
or
into
something.
Soldier Field, so you never know.
It's just
Yo, if you guys get beat by Justin Fields, yo, let's pack it up.
pack it up.
Pack it up.
Pack it up.
That's honestly, yeah, you're right. If they can't beat the Bears in week 1, I don't care that you're getting the Pacific time zone and jumping 2 hours. I don't care. You can't beat that team in week 1.
And what did you say? You said something about the Chargers. Did you say who said?
Oh,
you
well, I
said
mean, you
Chargers?
said it's not going to be an easy. It's not going to be. That's a tough
Doug
task for the Raiders.
Doug said it's the Bears and Niners. It's gonna be easy win for the Niners, and I was like, the Raiders and Chargers is gonna be easy win for the Raiders.
Oh yeah, and then Cody got sad.
Yeah,
I got
Then you
sad.
guys-
My Chargers.
He's on my Chargers.
Go Bolts.
You guys, all right, you guys need to slap each other now.
Um,
It's the topic of the day.
I think Thursday night. I know this is unrelated. Thursday night, I think, is going to be an overtime game. Not only is it going to be a great game, I think it's actually going to be an overtime
No,
game.
it's
Hell yeah.
31-28 Rams.
Well, I think it's worth mentioning to kind of kick things off here that this is, I don't know if you guys saw this. This is the first year since 2007.
Remember it like yesterday.
I know, right? It's 15 years. It's been 15 years. That there will not be a rookie starting quarterback in week 1. Is this is this just doom and gloom? Everything is bad for the hobby?
I would say that's not great for the hobby,
no.
Cody.
Or
Oh, that's amazing.
let's stay positive, because we always say it's the unknown. That's always the thing that the collectors go after. And once you actually know what you're getting into, it's not as sexy. It's not as appealing. Could this actually, in the long run, maybe be a good thing here for the first few months of the NFL season?
I think we had so much, draft picks the last 3 or 4 years at quarterback, that it was just we were bound to have a year where there wasn't going to be a starting quarterback, right? So,
What's gonna
but
happen?
sometimes it's better to speculate on a Malik Willis or
2013, baby.
speculate on a Kenny Pickett if they don't play. Sometimes it's better.
Heck, it's crazy that was
It's going to be back to like NT.
Yeah.
How much you want?
I mean, the fact that 2013 even had a rookie
50
QB
cases.
starting, crazy.
Yeah.
50 cases show up at your shop. Remember
Well,
those days?
we're done with the 2021 products. So I mean, we just had Select, and that's gone. There's
Are
nothing
we?
else coming out.
we done?
Unless Panini's like, oh, let's make I don't know, Gridiron Kings.
The first ever. We're just gonna put this 2021 rookie class. Just run it back.
do 1 and 2 or something.
We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it back. Start with the collegiate products. Go all the way through.
Dude, you know what? Thinking about it now, we talked about it last week a little bit too on last week's podcast, but I really like having the last 2021 product come out like right before the season starts. That's kind of nice, right?
Because you get the XRCs.
Yeah. Not only just because the XRCs, but it just feels right to have like, okay, we're gonna start the season. The start of the season is coming up, and we're getting the last of last year's group, and then we can this year's as the year goes on, then we can start getting the new class.
And who are you guys most excited about of the 2022 rookie class in the chat? Go ahead and drop. I mean, fantasy drafts, you're seeing guys fall off the board. You're seeing Breece Hall go. You're seeing Dameon Pierce go. You're seeing Drake London kind of go in the later rounds. Chris Olave if your draft's deeper. So there is some potential there. Obviously, Kenny Pickett probably won't play. Matt Corral, I think, is out for the year. Malik Willis is behind Tannehill. So, I mean, there's a chance there. Ritter's actually
Could Ritter? Could he be the
Yeah,
first?
I mean,
the first rookie quarterback to play.
Mariota is injury prone and not very accurate.
I'd still bet that it's Pickett. And I know there was kind of a snafu this week that Pickett was placed third on the depth chart,
he was third.
but Tomlin cleared it up and said, no, that was just the PR department didn't get it.
Okay.
No,
That
he's
was
number
a
two.
typo.
He's number two.
That was a typo.
Apparently was.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
and then,
Mike Tomlin is a man of his word. If we've learned anything over the
Yeah.
years, he is a man of his word.
and we've seen Trubisky already. If he's not winning games by like week 4 or 5, it's probably gonna be Pickett coming in there.
You would think, but they did give him the captaincy, right?
Yeah.
So that's the weird thing. Who
They
gives
gave who?
Mitchell Trubisky?
You know how them fans be when they want their rookie to come in.
I don't know why they get. I mean,
I don't.
Who knows?
I think the captaincy for a quarterback, that better be your guy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's nothing worse than having a captaincy sitting there holding a clipboard. Like,
Khan says Garrett Wilson is one of the rookies he likes. I think we're gonna have
I like
to,
all those rookies on the Jets, by the way.
Yeah, Brees Hall
Yep.
as well.
What's the status on Zach Wilson at the moment? by the way?
He's
3
still
weeks.
up in the air.
3 weeks.
Did they come out today?
Yeah,
It's been confirmed today.
Flacco for 3 weeks.
Flacco for 3 weeks.
Just, I mean, again, knee surgery for your franchise QB. I've said it before on the show. I just feel like
Torn
I don't know. Maybe I'm not a doctor.
torn meniscus is not that big of a deal now.
It just seems crazy, man. For your franchise QB, that's the future of your franchise, and you're like, 3 weeks. You went under the knife 2 weeks ago. You're fine. Go back out there. Put some dirt on it.
Yeah, week 4 is what they're saying. So 3 weeks of Flacco.
I don't. If they're 0-3, I think you pump the brakes on bringing Wilson back if he's not 100.
No, it's a long
Yeah.
season.
You-
What if
you
they're
throw-
3-0?
What you throw him in there? Like you're 0-3 and you're like, go in there.
What if they're 3-0? What if Flacco was 3-0? You just keep Flacco?
You kind of have
I
to
think
keep
you
Flacco.
keep Flacco.
And yeah, if they're 0-3, they're like, what's the ceiling for that Jets team with a healthy Zach Wilson and these pieces? Like, in that division, I know Buffalo at the top, but like New England's much better than them. Miami should be much improved. I
Your
just don't know.
season's not
You
over
think-
at 0-3
you think
anymore.
you
Not with the
think
extra
they win
game.
less than 4 games this year.
No.
It's possible.
And what does that mean for Salah? Is
We got-
Salah gone?
You got Jets. No, it's only his second year. I think he's got a. He's got.
I think they're
longer
gonna.
leash.
Yeah, I think he's got a longer. I mean, I don't know. They always say like, "Oh no, this time we're gonna be patient," and then you go
We're gonna be patient, and 2 years later, like,
right.
yeah, we were.
And
We're
then you,
patient.
yeah, you,
Two
then
year-
you, then
two
you
years
lose
is like 2 years is like 2 decades in football.
So it's New England, the Jets, Miami, and who's the 4th team in that division?
Buffalo.
Buffalo,
the
yeah.
Super Bowl possible
I
Super
don't know
Bowl
why I
champion
forgot about
Buffalo
that.
Bills.
Because
That's
they're just
one
in
of the
an elite
that's one of the
category.
toughest divisions in the NFL as well.
I love. You could say that about every division's pretty tough.
No, not the Niner one.
AFC South.
Yeah, clearly the
stinks.
Niners number 1.
The AFC South is bad.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah,
Rams should run that division easily.
that division actually, it seems like it has taken the biggest drop off with
'cause of
Seattle.
Seahawks,
With
yeah.
Seattle.
Also, the NFC North stinks.
And you don't know what type of Cardinals
Bears,
team you're
Lions.
going to get. You don't know what type of Kyler Murray you're going to get for how long. I mean, he could be the MVP week 10. And then
Modern Warfare comes out in about a month.
Okay.
yeah,
when did the Niners play them?
So they start 4-0, and then they go on a 4-game skid, right?
Yep.
Jags division, yeah, not very
Yeah,
good. Not very
AFC South
good.
is bad. NFC North is bad. That's probably the 2 worst, I'd say. NFC South might be a 1-team division, depending on
Strongest division.
strongest AFC West.
I like the AFC West
see,
more.
I'm actually going to agree. I think AFC West is the best division.
To bring it back to the card market, so then basically all the teams that the rookie quarterbacks are on, minus number 5 here, are all on your guys' low list of not being good because you got the Bears. You said were bad, so the
Bears
Jets
are
are going to
bad.
be bad. The
I don't
Jaguars
think
are going to be bad.
the Jets are going to be bad.
So you've got So this is just what I'm circling back around here. Is this mean the 2022? We may move on once these guys are 0-5, 0-6, 0-7.
The Niners are not going to be good because of Trey Lance.
The team is too good.
The Niners have out of all those teams that drafted rookie quarterbacks, the Niners by far have the best roster.
Yes.
Like not even close.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But the other ones, do we even think any of them are going to have winning records?
I-
So everybody that
Patriots
loaded
will.
up on these guys.
Patriots.
but it won't be because Mac Jones it'll be kind of like the Trey Lance situation. Will be a very good team around Mac Jones. I think if any of the 2021 QBs does take a big leap, it's Trevor Lawrence, because I know it's not like they stacked him with incredible talent around him, but it's a better offensive unit than he had a year ago. There was positive momentum going into the offseason.
There's going to be less drama in the locker room.
Way less drama. And I just think still, if you had to ask me which of those guys do you want for the long term, it's still probably Trevor Lawrence. He's a once in a generation sort of guy that they were putting up there with the Peyton Mannings and Andrew Lucks of the world. So I still have faith that he can turn things around. And that may not be a playoff team, but I think it's a team that by the end of the year we go, okay, there's real positive momentum.
Trevor Lawrence is that he finished last year on a positive. He finished last year playing good football.
Yep.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can carry that momentum into this year, because who knows, they could be one of those surprise teams.
Kind of like the Bengals were.
I don't think they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
No, probably not.
But but I think at this point, like some of the it's a successful season if you go 500. If you're competitive and you go 500, that you're building to the right point.
And
right?
speaking, I'm glad you guys talked about the Jaguars. The Jaguars are still available for the $100 break coming up.
And that's why I did. That's
$100 break coming up. The Jaguars are still available. They're on sale. There's only about 8 or 9 teams left, guys. I'm dropping it in the chat. That is going to go off right after this podcast. We're going to get right into that $100 break, and it's going to be insane. There's going to be yelling, hooting, and hollering. We're going to be excited for these cards coming out. A lot of different years, a lot of different possibilities, and right here, so don't go nowhere. And you got a chance at winning Super Bowl tickets. So one of the teams, the 32 spots, somebody's going to win 2 Super Bowl tickets for Super Bowl 57 in Arizona, where the Niners play the Bills.
No, and you get to go, and you're going to be able to, if the Rams and Raiders play in that Super Bowl, you're going to be able to hang out with myself and Conrad.
Yeah. Okay.
And I brought this Brian Edwards RPA for good luck for everybody that joined the break.
Still on the team?
I don't think he is.
5 out of 20.
What's up, SB?
It was either this or Ruggs RPA. From
Well, you don't want to bring that up.
Yeah. So I brought the Brian Edwards. You know,
Brian, but I think he's on the team. I think so.
Yeah, we are going to be yelling, let's go, all
Let's
night.
go.
Let's go, energy drinks. But yeah, I think we've got another segment on the wide receiver market.
yes.
Because I think it's a big question in terms of cards. So everybody gravitates toward the quarterbacks, but we've seen guys like Justin Jefferson last year, Jamar Chase, and we have some crop of wide receivers coming up. Cody, what's up with the wide receiver market?
I think it's an interesting topic to get on for. Oh, there we go. For cards, sorry, we're going live and live stuff is happening. But I think in terms of cards, because it's we've seen this like evolution the last few years since the boom of like Justin Jefferson, everyone gravitated towards him. Obviously, he had a record-setting year, but then things kind of dipped, and then you got Jamar Chase as like the new favorite. But now I feel like this is a really unique situation where you've got QBs that we've already talked about are not starting in week 1. There's not as much hype about these QB classes. The last 2 years had historically great, quote unquote, historically great QB classes. You could make an argument. You've got a historically good wide receiver class of 3 guys selected in the top 12 picks who are going to be starting. So I think it'll be something interesting to watch. And obviously to monitor where Jamar Chase is going to be here as we go along. Is it just going to be now that this is sort of kind of supplanted maybe running backs as like the ultimate like flip, like buy and flip position in football? Or is there real long-term value here if we look at maybe Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson's markets in a little bit here?
And let me pose that question into the chat, and I'll ask you guys as well. Over the last 3 years, if you could invest in any wide receiver over the last three years, 19, 20, 20, I guess you could say 4 years, 19, 20, 21, and 22, who are you investing in and why? And I guess we can start. I'm putting you guys on the spot, but C-Rad, not Brian Edwards, which wide receiver are you investing in and why?
I'm going to go with, man, I want to say Jamar, but that's such an easy answer. I'll go on a limb and say Garrett Wilson because I believe in the Jets.
You're thinking, turn it around.
Yeah, mine's not. I think there's a pretty substantial opportunity with the guy I'm going to pick because last year a lot of his cards were redemptions. I don't know if they're live yet. They might be trickling in, but you can probably get those redemptions relatively inexpensive. He is the number one option, I believe, for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going Kyle Pitts.
As a tight end.
Oh,
tight end.
yeah.
But he
Didn't
is
think of that.
but he's a receiver.
Yeah.
But he plays tight end.
And very, very good. He's really
So
talented.
that's the
But
guy
the
I'm going
quarterback scenario there, like you said,
But
Mariota.
when Mariota was with Tennessee, the tight ends always did really well.
Shout out, Delaney Walker was there, right?
Delaney Walker,
yeah, shout out Delaney Walker.
Jared Cook,
Yeah.
former Raider great, former Ram great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't sway. Justin Jefferson, I think, is kind of transcendent amongst younger fans. For
His dance.
the gritty dance, the swag that he kind of shows. I almost wanted to say he's like baseball's Fernando Tatis, but I can't say that anymore because of what happened with Tatis. So let's hopefully Justin Jefferson doesn't use
Until he uses
deworming.
cholesterol.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Let's hope he stays on the up and up there. I mean, Kirk Cousins is arguably a pretty underrated quarterback. If you look at Kirk Cousins' stats, you would think that he'd be going to the Super Bowl based on the stats, but that's neither here nor there. So he's got a good quarterback throwing it to.
Kirk Cousins is properly rated.
I don't think so.
He is a number 16 out of 32 quarterback for his whole career, and that's what he'll always be. He's fine.
Kirk Cousins top 10.
Kirk Cousins is top 10?
You know what his rating
No.
was last year? He had 105.
Top 10 what?
He had 105 rating.
Top 10 what now?
I agree with him. He had 105 rating at 35 touchdowns.
He is like
He is underrated.
He is underrated. I don't know.
There was a time. I don't know about it anymore.
every year you look at the stat sheet and Kirk Cousins is up there.
Yeah.
He's every year, and people are just like, what are the Vikings gonna do about a quarterback? You got one of the best ones.
I kind of lean towards properly rated, but I could see that maybe because Minnesota is just overlooked in general.
Maybe I'm being harsh by saying 16th out of 32.
But we all were like,
But-
Justin Jefferson's best receiver in the league. Who's throwing him the ball?
I
know.
think
Adam Thielen's
I feel
healthy
like
too.
I feel like
Thielen's
Kirk
healthy
is properly rated.
All right. So if you want to look at active quarterback rating, like the active quarterback career ratings, Mahomes at 105, Aaron Rodgers at 104, Deshaun Watson at 104, Russ Wilson at 101, Dak at 98, and Kirk at 6.
Top 10.
So Kirk actually has a higher rating, quarterback rating than Tom Brady right now amongst
He's
active
better than
players.
Tom Brady.
But look at look
Okay.
at what the general sentiment is about Dak Prescott, and he's below Dak Prescott, right? We don't rate Dak Prescott anything.
Better than Tom Brady, according to that.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I'm sure Dak has a lot fewer games played too. I'm sure. Same thing with Deshaun Watson on there too.
Jay Kaiser in the chat making a very good point. He gets hate because he never performs in primetime, which
True.
is very true.
That's what I was gonna get to next. It's when the game
and
matters.
very few playoff games.
Yeah, and you look at that was a Blake Bortles effect. Blake Bortles actually had some good stats, but he had the worst third down conversion of all time. So he'd have 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he would never convert on third down. So there's something about that as well. But
Keeping that punter busy.
yeah, well, yeah, exactly. So and honestly, the Vikings were in it to get a playoff spot last year. Kirk Cousins got COVID. They started that guy. They didn't make the playoffs, so they started that guy, Mr. Sean Mannion, Mustache Mannion.
In that game, he threw his first career touchdown,
Yeah.
regular season touchdown
Finally got
to
it.
KJ Osborne. Bury that deep down inside. That'll be a trivia question someday.
But back to your Atlanta Falcons. You're talking about Kyle Pitts. They also have Drake London as well.
Yep.
So there could be a youth movement of Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and then Ritter. Just a young guard moving on past the Matt Ryan days.
Yeah.
So I'm not totally against Kyle Pitts, but I think you got to keep an eye on Drake London as well.
Who's running the rock
Ooh, that's a good question.
In Atlanta?
for Atlanta? Is it still Michael Turner?
I don't know.
Jamal Anderson.
I've done enough fantasy drafts now where I'm like, Cordarrelle Patterson is a running back in Atlanta?
Yeah, okay, that's
yeah?
it.
Yeah.
That's the guy, and he's
don't really have
he's had a couple good seasons.
Yeah.
I think of Cordero Patterson as still a receiver.
So
but
do I.
He is
He's like 6'7".
He's a running back. He's a running back.
Yeah, he's a running back. Chris Olave is, I mean, I'll just take Chris Olave as the other guy just because he's got Jameis Winston throwing him the ball. And I don't care. Jameis Winston's going to get like 5 interceptions a game, but he's also going to throw for like 450 yards and get 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So he's going to air it out. Chris Olave's going to be on the receiving end of a lot of those. So he's in the best situation to just get the most action, the most stats just to pile up. So from that perspective, and I mean, it's Chase and Jefferson got to where they are in the card market because they were breaking records as receivers. If any of those 3 guys has the chance to at least get to that point, I think it's him, Chris Olave in New Orleans.
Yeah, and then Michael Thomas is up in the air, right? He's supposed to be back, but we don't know.
Yeah, he's not healthy at the moment, but he'll be back at some point.
And then you have Taysom Hill, who even knows if he's going to be a tight end or a quarterback.
Don't sleep on that late round wide receiver for the Packers either. Supposedly, like, he had a tremendous training camp. Aaron Rodgers is like loving him.
Lazard?
No.
Oh, who
There's
was
a
that?
rookie. Right?
Romeo. I don't know how to pronounce that. Romeo Dubs or Dubs.
Oh,
or-
yeah.
They're light. They're light on receivers.
Yeah,
so
so
I don't think it's going to take much to get Aaron Rodgers excited right
You
now.
know-
'Cause right now, I actually think their number 1 is
Lazard, yeah, because they lost MVS and Devon.
I got Lazard on my fantasy
And
team.
Jordan brings up a great point in the chat, and I can't believe I forgot about this guy because I was high on him last year, is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Unfortunately, Detroit doesn't get a lot of airtime, and we kind of, I mean, this guy was quietly, I remember having him on my daily fantasy last year, and he's like putting up numbers every week consistently. It's just the Lions weren't winning.
So he was a good fan. He was a good fantasy.
He had a really good year.
Yeah, did he get over 1,000? I think he was pretty close.
He was close. If we're going with other young receivers too, that I think I'm not totally sold that he's going to have a huge year, but I think at least I'm curious about Jalen Waddle with the new offense. I know he's the number 2 now there, but maybe that takes some of the pressure off of him. So I think at least like I would curiously look at some of the Jalen Waddle stuff right now. And look, you're not going to get like, there's a few prices we have here of Jefferson and Jamar Chase where they're at right now in the market. You're not getting QB prices at the long run for these guys, but like considering probably what some Jalen Waddle stuff is right now.
How about Rashad Bateman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
might not be
Ravens
a bad
need
one.
somebody. They lost Marquise
Yeah, they
Brown.
need someone. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and here's my question overall, card market. These guys never sell higher after their rookie year. Like, none of these receivers do. Like, is that going to change? Because that's obviously a fear. If you bought Justin Jefferson at the height, like,
Cooper Kupp, dude.
well, maybe he didn't start high. So, yeah,
He's
maybe
high
that's
now,
the exception.
though. I mean,
not that high, though, in
pretty high.
comparison. I just
high.
bought
I actually have some Cooper Kupp cards right here. I was curious because
you're a millionaire.
he's far and away the best receiver in the league at the moment. Him and
I would
Devontae
say
Adams.
far
You
and
could say-
away.
Not
you
far
could-
and away.
You could say that again.
Maybe him, Devontae Adams. They're 1 and 2.
You know what?
No,
You know what?
Debo
Cody,
had like
I know.
If I ever tell you how much I like your takes,
I know who writes the checks around here.
Debo only had like 30 less yards overall
I mean,
than
your
him.
takes some dead on.
Dead on.
I'm also, he also helped me nearly win a fantasy league last year, so I'm a little biased. But on August of this year, PSA 10 2017 gold Cooper Kupp rookie auto sold for $3,300 just a couple weeks ago.
It's a lot of money for
a receiver. It is. It is.
Cooper
And
Kupp,
I think,
which one?
It's a gold 2017 Prism rookie auto number 10 PSA 10.
So he's the exception, but he didn't come out hyped, right? So it seems like
Right.
the guys like
You could
the
have bought that. You
Jeffersons.
could have bought that card for
Yeah.
like $35.
Whereas
probably.
I put it up on the video,
Probably.
but a rookie gold PSA 10 Justin Jefferson sold for $7,500 back in April.
Wow.
Yeah,
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson outsold Cooper Kupp
By
by
double.
like a substantial amount back in April.
But that goes back to the whole Luka theory, is that Justin Jefferson does have a hardcore
More
group
popular.
of collecting, right? A lot of collectors have his cards already.
Way more invested in it.
Right, way more invested. They try to keep the prices high. But yeah, I mean, I'm obviously I don't like to collect running backs. I like to collect quarterbacks. But I'm like, maybe I collect some wide receivers. Like, where do I go? Debo's probably another guy that didn't sell as well in 19 as he sells now. But that's because he didn't have a lot of hype. Had a 1,700 something yards overall last year, and has a big payday. So we'll see how that works out. But a guy that's multifaceted. Is anybody collecting Debo Samuel in the chat?
No.
Sheesh.
That is a no.
Top 3 in the league, right?
Man.
Yes.
Yes.
If I'm putting that
I don't
third
remember.
guy,
I
I'd
don't
put it-
remember
I would
seeing.
think
I
of
don't
Debo.
remember seeing a Debo Samuel segment on the preview roll when we were going through.
We're talking
I
about
didn't-
receivers, and
I
we got to
didn't-
talk
I
about the
didn't-
top 5, right?
Yeah.
He's 5. He's fine.
He's easily in the top 5. He's probably number 3, honestly. He's probably I think
He had the
he's
second
number
most
3.
yards in the league
He had
last
3.
year, so that's 2.
I think he's number 3.
Is Devontae Adams in the top 5?
He's number. He's either
Number 2
He's-
after Coop.
He's at least number 2, and it may be
number 1 for me.
1A.
Cup is
He
number
is-
2 for me.
Yeah, he is. He's above Debo,
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's fair.
Who's above Debo?
Devontae Adams,
Devontae Adams to Cooper Cup.
or what is
He's
Aaron,
old.
Aaron Rodgers calls him Tay. Tay.
Now he's calling
doesn't
him.
call him that
Now he's calling
anymore.
him traitor.
No, he
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
He was on Barstool, and he was like, there was they had it was actually pretty. It was a pretty funny segment. It was Donald Driver, Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams, start one, sit one,
Cut one.
cut one.
That's
or
so
something like
popular, the
that.
3 option thing. We should
And
probably do that.
and he started. I think it was Devontae, but he referred to him as Tay.
Fair enough.
Let's do one that's
get
buy,
it.
sell,
I
or
didn't know-
slap.
I didn't know who he was
How
talking
about buy, sell, or slap?
Oh man,
Cooper Kupp, Debo Samuel, Justin Jefferson. Buy, sell, or slap.
kiss on the cheek.
I'm not. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have
I'm
the
out.
segment.
I'm out.
Think about that.
I
In
think
the chat.
I think we could move on to the next segment. We're running out of time.
Yeah.
I think Cody has like multiple streams popping up. There's things going on.
Well, we've got NFL buy or sell, which is kind of close. We just need to add a third one.
We're keeping it.
I think the word you're looking for, Doug, is hold.
Yeah, hold. No, ain't no
sell, or hold.
Ain't no hold here. It's NFL buy or sell. Basically, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you not like the most obvious names here. I want to give you some guys that I think we all will have different opinions on, various opinions on, or specifically a type of player as well. So let's start off with I think a quarterback that is going to be one of the most talked about guys. That would be Lamar Jackson. I think they are still talking about contract negotiations with the Baltimore Ravens. He's got an MVP already, but I feel like there's no middle ground with Lamar Jackson. You feel one way or another about him strongly. Where are we at with Jackson? I just looked it up. His 2018 NT True RPA BGS 9.5 at its peak in March sold for $36,000. Just recently
time.
sold about a month ago, almost $20K less at $16.8 thousand.
For which card?
For
True.
his NT True RPA. Also his Silver Prisms.
I
PSA 10.
just traded one
Yeah.
over and it's significantly less than that.
Yeah,
so.
it has plateaued basically at about 5,000.
Yeah, I saw one trickle in.
Yeah, I basically traded it for a Josh Allen at the show, a Josh Allen Immaculate RPA. So that one, number to 25, was valued at around 8,000. So he's gone down significantly. So it's tough. I like Harbaugh. That's the thing. I like Harbaugh. I like him being in that system. I think Harbaugh's a winner, and he's proven it with Joe Flacco. But Marquise Brown's gone. I mean, who's gonna? I mean, they get J.K. Dobbins back. I obviously I already sold, so I think I got to go with sell.
Wait, you sold?
No, I traded.
You sold a Lamar Jackson?
I technically sold it, but I traded it.
I just saw it come in.
Oh, then there's a different one that you're thinking of.
There was one that like came in like not that long ago.
No, this one was like 5 or 6 months ago.
No, yeah, this was like a true. It's I saw it unless
No,
that was the one.
it's gone now. It's not in there anymore.
Wow,
I was out of the-
you know what sucks is I was like pretty excited that we had one, and now I'm bummed that we don't have one.
So it sounds like Dan might be in the buy.
I am in
mode.
the buy.
Yeah.
I
He's
thought
alluding to that.
I thought we had $1 million check. I was like, we're retiring, but now it's gone. That sucks.
I mean, the way and
For an immaculate RPA,
yeah,
why?
because it's Josh Allen.
But a true NT Lamar Jackson.
It wasn't
RPA,
true. It was the number 25.
Even better.
No, it's not. Actually, it's not.
Man,
Still
yeah.
considered the true. It's just the,
It's a
the
true
parallel.
design. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm buying. Well, apparently,
I'll
I'll
see. I'll see if the guy wants to trade back.
No takesies backsies.
Are you sure? I swear it was up there.
No,
It was up there.
no.
He does. I sold it for sure.
Unless we bought another one that I don't know about.
Well, you would have had to buy it,
No, we bought it like 4 or 5 months ago. And
dude. It was sitting up there.
No, it was in the safe.
No, it was recently. It was up there. I was like, man. I'm all. That's a cool card that we have. I didn't.
check inventory.
Man,
See, Red, you buying or selling on Lamar Jackson
that sucks.
before this gets more tense.
Oh man, that's a tough one for me. That's a tough one because I do like Lamar a lot. But with his future up in the air over there, without the extension and less
but he's gonna get
playmaking
paid, dude.
receiver.
They're not gonna get rid of him. Can you imagine him like as a free agent?
I mean, I like the prices they're at now, so I'll say buy.
I don't know. I mean, I think he's forgotten about.
Would you trade it for a immaculate Josh Allen RPA?
Josh Allen's really good.
All right, let me put this in. Let me put this in perspective. I know we have more guys to go over. Would you rather have Lamar Jackson or Justin Herbert?
I think you're asking the wrong guy this question.
Would you rather have Lamar? Wow, we know where Cody's going. He
Well,
loves it.
like,
all right.
wait, like for the same price?
No, I'm just saying, like you could invest in one of these. Would you rather have Lamar Jackson or Justin Herbert?
Oh, based on the price, I would go Lamar Jackson.
Take
I
prices
can't.
out of the equation.
Well, then I'd go Justin Herbert. But like,
Okay. Would you rather have Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow?
Oh, Joe Burrow.
Would you rather have Lamar Jackson or
What,
Trevor
is this
Lawrence?
like a riddle? Like,
No,
what?
I'm just saying.
It's like
No, there's going to be 9 or 10 guys over him. That's the problem with him. Is
Oh.
that there's going to be 9 or 10
I thought
more
there was
guys.
I thought there was like a math equation that was going to happen here, and you're going to be like, and the winner is Aaron Rodgers or something like that.
I know, it's like a magician. No, I'm just saying. I think that there's too many quarterbacks that are being collected over him, that the money doesn't push to him, is what I'm saying. Regardless of his play on the field, we've had too many rookie quarterbacks from 19 to 20 to 21 to 22 now that he's just like 10th.
All it's gonna take is for him to make a run, just like the way Josh Allen did, and then his prices will be right up
Yeah,
there.
he wins the Super Bowl. Then we have a completely different conversation.
And if you wanna-
he wins a Super Bowl this year, and he may be the highest paid player in the NFL.
Yeah, he will get his money.
I see. I mean, we see the drop in his prices, and I'm comfortable at where they're at now. Where I like the buy opportunity with Lamar Jackson.
I think what you're saying, Doug. Yeah, it's like, yeah, of course. If you just were like, which card do you want, the Herbert or the Jackson card of the same kind? Yeah, you're going to take the Herbert or the Burrow just because you're going to get more money. But at that price, Lamar Jackson, and again, a guy who, if you want to talk about like, oh, well, Josh Allen's outselling him and Murray, whatever it may be, it's like, well, he's got an MVP. He's made as deep a run as any of these guys that we're all hyping up about, and he's doing it with a lot less around him.
Exactly.
You give him the right tools, and I think in a way, like, he may just say, Baltimore's not setting me up for success, and he goes to a place that gives him the tools and gives him the players around him to make him a successful player. Like, then I think the sky's the limit for Lamar Jackson.
I don't agree, but like I think my whole plan, and this is me walking the Burbank floor. So I basically brought my cash, but I was like, I'm going to turn this card into more cash so I can buy more cards, right? Because it's a higher ceiling card. Nobody offered me any money on it. Not one person offered me money on it.
Well,
so
I think
nobody wanted
I think
him.
that shows
Well,
in
it's a good time to buy.
general right now. There's not a lot of people like willing to spend. They would trade, but they don't want to give you cash.
Right, so that I found
and we saw that even selling wax in the Denver show. It was a lot like, will you take cards for this? Like I have cash on me, but I don't want to spend cash. I want to hold on to my cash.
But
I
people
want to
were
give you.
but people were buying Lawrence, Herbert, Burrow. People were buying those guys.
They weren't trading.
and selling them. Yes, that stuff was moving back and forth. But you bring a Lamar, and it's like 4 years ago, man. Like it didn't translate.
Yeah, he's not the flavor right now because it's again he had injuries last year. Like, we have forgotten. Like, I think people need to remember how good this guy is capable of being. And it's all it takes is, I mean, people were off on Josh Allen pretty quick, and then suddenly now he's the hot new thing again. He's so it's
the
that's all it
hottest
takes.
guy probably.
Yeah, that's all it takes. And all it takes is like, what if he starts off 6-0? Then we're all going to be talking about Lamar.
Well, I think we're speculating
Right,
that the Bills are the favorite to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, and I think it is a quick flip in regards to buy him now, sell right after the Super Bowl.
Yep. Sure. Yeah.
And that's probably what Doug was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just think that Lamar is going to get lost in the shuffle. I hope he does well. I do like him. He has a lot of talents, and I do like Harbaugh.
All right, we'll keep the next couple ones short. We'll just do two more here. I do want to ask you guys just in general about defensive players, as now, with this draft class, no rookie QBs, but top of the class was defensive players. So maybe there's a market for that. But also, just recently, 2 guys I wanted to point out. Aaron Donald, number to 25, NT Auto, PSA 10, sold back in January. Again, Super Bowl run, so maybe the prices are inflated. Sold back in January for $12,000.
It's entirely too much for that player.
That is wild for a defensive player.
Best ever to do it.
That's fair. That's fair. Nick Bosa, 2019 Gold Kaboom PSA 10 sold in January for about $2,500. Again, defensive players. Those are the top guys this year. It's not the QBs. Are we buying? Are we selling on defensive players? What do we think?
Well, on that, I have the best Nick Bosa card made sitting on display right there. I think he's going to win MVP this year. So I would definitely consider. I probably shouldn't be telling you guys this.
Dude, Niner fan.
I thought that was gonna be your
He's going to break the sack
broad
record.
prediction.
That's the bold take right there.
I might be already allowing my bold take to happen.
Niner fans. That's that.
Have
I
you
mean,
seen this
just
guy?
out of their minds, like out of their mind, like
Yeah, I agree.
break the sack record. Lance is gonna throw for 78
I'm not talking
touchdowns.
about Lance. I'm not talking about
He's
Lance.
gonna run for 25.
I'm waiting on
So he's
Lance.
gonna be the first guy ever to have over 100 touchdowns in a season combined.
No,
Like
this guy's a beast. I mean,
they're not gonna lose a game for about 7 years.
no, I'm not saying buy Lance. I'm saying buy Bosa. Because that's the gentleman that's going to get paid next year. They're going to back up the Brinks truck. He took one for the team, and he bet on himself. Because he could have pulled a Debo and asked for more money, and he didn't.
Yeah.
So he's going to go out and break the sack record this year.
He has to stay healthy.
Mark this one down.
He has to stay healthy.
Yeah, obviously. You think he's going to get sacked?
No,
for
no,
years?
no.
does
He's
get
gonna
a- he
he's gonna
does-
break the sack record in 4 games.
He's gonna break the sack record. He's getting an extra game. You know, they implemented the extra
do,
game
they
last
do,
year.
they
So
Exactly.
That's
So.
it's a little bit easier to do
Yeah,
now.
I mean everybody does it now. What did Strahan have? Like his 20, 21, 22? Yeah. Easy now with that extra game.
SB says, should we be investing in kickers now? Which,
Well,
okay, fair point.
Hell yeah,
Maybe,
Young Wei
maybe
Koo.
don't invest in defensive
Rodrigo Blankenship,
Yes.
Yeah.
I think is without a doubt.
McPherson.
Justin Tucker, probably the GOAT. Might be probably the best to ever do it.
He
at his
is the
position.
GOAT. He is the GOAT kicker without question. Yes, absolutely.
What an era of football.
Yeah, GOAT kicker.
You got the best quarterback ever to do it. You got the best kicker ever to do it. You got the best defensive player ever to do it.
We don't have the best. No, well, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's a hell of a time. Let's go on last one. I was going to talk about running
We didn't
backs,
do
but,
buy or sell on it, though, did we?
I mean,
Buy or-
yeah. What do you think? What do you guys think? Are we
Buy
buying
or
or
sell
selling?
defensive guys?
I don't know if I'm doing any of it.
I'm
just letting it sit there.
yeah. I'm not.
We got time, too, because of break.
I'm just gonna watch.
Sell.
I mean, if you've got let's put it this way: if you've got a good Aaron Donald card somewhere, probably a good time to sell it.
I bought a number to 99 ungraded, so raw, Contenders rookie auto for $375.
It's a good price.
It's not bad.
It's a very good price.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, buy if you want to collect for your team or a player that you like, but as far as an investment, defensive players are not there yet. If you can buy
This could be the year, though. I'm saying.
if you can buy an Aaron Donald Contenders auto for under $500, we're not there yet.
Well, or we could buy Khalil Mack rookie cards.
Are they live? Are they live yet?
Bounced around. Yeah, I was gonna say also
That's
bounced
true.
around.
What
too
team
much.
is he on now, actually?
He's on
Chargers.
Chargers.
That's right. Oh, man. That's and Bosa and Mack?
That guy,
Khalil Mack?
that guy's
Khalil Wack.
that guy's a scrub, dude. He keeps on getting traded because nobody wants him anymore.
Don't they have the best corner? They have the best corner in the league,
I
too?
don't even think he actually is I don't even think he's on the starting defense.
Who?
I think he's bench backup.
Mack?
Kilo Mack.
Anyway, all right. One more.
Special teams, I think.
One more. I think he's the most interesting QB, one of the more interesting QBs in the league this year. Baker Mayfield got traded to the Panthers.
I love him.
He said, and I quote, well, I won't directly quote, when asked about how you're going to face the Panthers, or what's it going to be like
Game
to face
one
the Browns.
Browns.
What
I
did he
know.
say?
Isn't that a great storyline?
I'm going to beat them to F up, is what he said. I'm going to beat the F out of them. is
You
what he
can't
said.
make this up for week 1, right?
No.
Because you
and
have
Seahawks, Broncos as
Seahawks
well.
Broncos Monday
my
night.
God.
You're just like I almost feel like
NFL
that's why he got traded.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
And NFL lined up week 1 with the
And
matchup
then-
that we
and
had.
Von Miller going against the Rams.
Von Miller was on the Rams for like a month and a half.
He's like there for a
Integral
second.
part of that Super Bowl.
I mean, no,
victory.
he's great. He got a ring, but that Baker Browns matchup is going to be amazing.
It's gonna be really
It's going to be
good.
great because I mean, it's two teams that are really not that good.
Well, if you ask me, it's going to be great because I think the Panthers are just going to absolutely
I think so too.
destroy them.
I think so too. I think Baker is going to.
Who,
I think
who are the Browns starting?
Brissett.
Brissett. For daily fantasy, and I know we don't really talk about that too much. I'm starting Baker in every daily fantasy.
I mean, let me throw. I mean, because here's the prices right now: a PSA 10 Silver Prism, which I can't even believe. You want to talk about how crazy things got at the peak, which was 2021. A Prism PSA 10 Silver sold for $10,000 of Baker Mayfield.
Well, this
and
is-
I know it's less,
Rare.
but
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
the age old like topic that we talk about all the time with Prism. There was one Prism per box, one Prism Silver per box.
But
2018.
yeah, even still, that still is a price that just blows my
when?
mind. I believe it was May of 2021 that sold. So it was right after the Browns
And
had
what
a
does it
great
go for
year
now?
with him. You can get one now for as low as $1,300.
Jeez.
I thought you were gonna say $13, but
$13 bucks.
I mean, 13
which
bucks.
to me, this is the easiest buy because I look at the offense around him.
we got some.
Well,
You buying?
I'll buy.
Sweet.
I'm in. I look at that offense
We
around
got some.
him.
We got
Little
some.
bit.
Yeah, we
I
got
traded
some.
those two.
DJ Moore, a healthy McCaffrey, if he can stay healthy.
I'll
But,
take a silver Baker for
yeah.
1,300.
This is not my bold take, but I think Panthers are like a sneaky wild card team.
Well,
really
they're
do.
going against what, the Bucks, Falcons.
Yeah, they're in a
Saints.
division that's not that strong, other than the Bucks. I think that I think they could absolutely be a wild card team in the NFC.
What did
Yeah.
they do last year? Weren't they pretty? Didn't they have
They were,
a decent year last year?
They were
They had
so-
an up and down season with that boy.
They had a
Cam
they
Newton
had a
coming
good
back.
they had a good start,
Yeah,
and then they got real bad for like the middle part of
yeah,
the
dude.
season.
And I watched a lot of Panthers game last year too.
I
They
don't
would
know
they
why.
would they would
Why?
they
Why
would
would you
be
do that?
betting, but they would be
I'm
in
a
the
degenerate.
they would be in the games and then they would lose it at the very end. So they were keeping close with their opponents.
It's like
so
a comp-
Baker Mayfield could like push them over the edge.
It's a
here.
phrase that not many people use.
But I mean, in order
Watched a
for
lot
your
of Panthers games last year.
but to be fair, in order for your investment to pay off right now, if you buy them now, they'd have to make the playoffs, right? At least.
I think for it to pay off, he has to make the playoffs. Yes,
Yeah.
which is that's basically the bet I'd be taking. Buying him at those prices right now is that is a playoff team, and I mean, I don't think it's a stretch.
And I know one of our guys, Chris, he's a Cleveland Browns fan, and he was a Baker fan, and he's hoping Baker does well this year.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, poor Cleveland. They should have got Jimmy Garoppolo, but hopefully Deshaun Watson comes in and they're competing. We'll see what happens.
Nah.
Probably not. Probably not.
Nah, whatever happens. I will. I'm not rooting for Cleveland. Let's just put it that way.
Like the thing
Definitely
is,
not rooting for Cleveland.
the thing is, the Browns still have a. If you look on paper, they have a decent team. It's just like their quarterback situation is just a mess right now.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
They got-
self-inflicted.
Got a good running back. They got
Yep.
probably one of the best edge rushers in the league.
Yep.
Patriots just sold.
Patriots sold.
Buy or sell. What's our last?
All right. Well, let's wrap it up with this before we say goodbye. And then, again, stay tuned. If you're watching us live, big break coming up. Boompalooza. Give me the boldest NFL take for the 2022 season. It can be on the field. It can be in about football cards. Whatever it is, give me your boldest, hottest football take for the 2022 season.
And don't be a homer.
And try not to be a homer. If you got to be a homer,
Okay, I get it, guys.
fine,
I get
but
it.
try not to be.
I get it.
It's fine.
Go ahead.
Me first?
Yep.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. What do I think might happen? Zach Wilson makes it to the Super Bowl with the Jets.
Oh,
what?
Wow. Milfson.
That's my non-Raider bias take. Hot take.
Dude. That
I think Sean Mannion has a better chance of winning MVP than that happening.
Oh my God.
pretty close. Pretty close. Wow. I have two of them. One of them, Cody, you took one. My bold pick is the Panthers making the playoffs.
Nice.
That was one of them. The other one is the Lions
No.
making the playoffs.
No.
Wow.
And removing the Hard Knocks curse.
So I need to know who's the NFC playoff team for you. So that probably means the Niners are out.
The Niners are not making the playoffs.
Okay.
I mean, besides Bosa racking up 73 sacks,
Sure.
4 defensive touchdowns, 18 fumble recoveries. The stat line's gonna be crazy.
I would imagine Eagles are out,
Yeah.
which is that's fair. Even they got AJ Brown, so I mean,
And
it's a good team.
I mean, I'm not sure about the Packers.
I feel like Rodgers.
can't
Is,
count
I feel
out
like,
Rodgers.
I feel like
Yeah.
Rodgers is good for like 10 wins, bro. Maybe 11 by himself.
I don't know. I'm sticking with it, man. Lions, and I'm not saying they're gonna win a division,
Yeah.
but I think the Lions get into the playoffs.
The wild card.
I got-
You're going with the Dan Campbell's
Dude,
old adage that he's
Grit.
like the fact that he's like every Sunday 1 o'clock.
On
the dot.
He sold me. I bought in.
I mean, it's good logic.
I like that team. I'm rooting for Jared, and I think
How did the Raiders play 4 games
what
preseason?
They played 3.
No, it hasn't.
Hall of
oh yeah,
Fame-
they played
Hall
the
of
extra
Fame
Hall
game.
of Fame game. Yeah,
Yeah, because they're 4-0.
yeah.
There's the only team that played 4 games.
well, and preseason doesn't matter.
No, I know, but they're champions.
Yeah, if
Preseason.
you,
But it was nice.
we won our division.
Preseason champions.
you want your preseason champions.
Are you
guys,
really-
so you guys do a parade and a banner.
You really gonna do
Yeah.
the Sacramento Kings
We've
sell
done
the
that.
Summer League champs T-shirts?
times.
You're really gonna do that?
Well, here's my bold predictions. Tua is a top 5 MVP candidate,
Ooh, I like that one.
and the Patriots don't make the playoffs,
I love Tua, by
which
the
isn't
way.
that bold of a statement in that division. But
No,
I think Tua is a top 5 MVP candidate. He's got Tyreek.
And
He's
you
got
said
Waddle.
the Patriots
don't make
do.
the playoffs.
Oh, I thought you said do make. I'm like,
Don't make, which isn't that's not too far off.
no. I mean, I could see that.
I still like Tua. I
I don't think it has anything on Zach Wilson winning the Super Bowl.
that's I don't
no,
think
no, no, no. Did I
anybody
say
tops
winning?
that.
I said going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but
Sorry.
he's gonna lose.
Just-
Okay, okay.
he's
Well,
gonna-
that means the Raiders don't go then.
Well, you didn't want me to be biased here.
no, I mean Zach Wilson beats the Raiders in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, it's gonna be Raiders
and then-
or the Jets,
and then the Raiders,
facing the Rams in the Super Bowl.
and then the Raiders go to the next 5 Super Bowls and win all 5 of them.
That's my hot pick for next year.
Gotta make it even. Gotta make.
When,
things
is the
even.
Super Bowl coming to Vegas at some point? It's got to be, right?
It'll be
2
the
years.
year after this.
2
Oh,
years.
nice.
Book
So
your
we
room-
don't necessarily need to
book
make
your
it
rooms
this
now.
year. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
we don't necessarily need to make it this year, but next year, home Super Bowl, like what Dan got to experience,
Is
that'd
great.
be nice.
I mean, you start to hear because Tampa Bay had a home Super Bowl, right? And the Rams had a home Super Bowl. You got to look at it and go Cardinals.
Yeah.
No, that's a Niners home. There's more fans there for us than there's
That's
Cardinal
fair
fans.
too. Yeah.
So
That's fair.
it's like the San Diego Padres. Well, the San Diego Padres have turned it around, but it used to be the Giants.
There's still a lot of Giants fans there.
yeah.
Petco.
That is a Niner home game when we go over there.
It is not a Niner.
It is.
No, because you can't tell
You can't
because
tell
the
because
jerseys are the same
Reds,
color, dude.
I know that's kind of
feels
that's
at home. You
that's
just feel at
deceiving
home.
because you guys both wear red.
You just feel at
Niner
home.
fan, and like the alternate jersey's the same color too. It's white,
Yes.
so it's like
And the black ones.
They even
yeah,
have,
the
yeah,
black-
it's
like,
true.
Well,
They're the same team.
which
they are-
franchise
they-
was
you know
around
what?
first?
They are the same team.
Yeah. Well, that's damn. I just walked right into that, didn't I?
They're. I can't. I mean,
Cardinals are no Chargers, though.
We play them both. We beat them both.
Yeah.
Rams run that
So-
division.
And if you guys just joined us, we're about ready to kick off the 100-box Boom Palooza, guys. There's a few teams left, and they're at great prices. The Patriots just fell off the board. Jaime grabbed them. We've got the Bears, Cowboys, Broncos, Jags, Vikings, Jets, Steelers, Bucks, and Titans. Like, that's some really good teams
Heavy
left,
hitters.
guys. This is 100 boxes. Go down the list. You can go on mojobreak.com. The link is in the chat as well. 2021 Flawless. 4 boxes of 2021 Prism FOTL, 2021 National Treasures FOTL, a 4-box case of NT College 2021, 6 boxes of Select, 2 boxes of Select First Off the Line, 2021 Spectra 2 boxes, 2021 Immaculate. The list goes on. A full case of Impeccable 2020 National Treasures, 2020 National Treasures First Off the Line.
Wow.
And we're talking about $8,000, $9,000 boxes. There's also some old school 2000 SP Authentic, chance at a Brady for the Patriots owner. 2011 5-star, which is one of my favorites. I know the rookie class consists of Julio Jones, A.J. Green, Von Miller, but it had a lot of vets. Aaron Rodgers, Joe Montana, Joe Namath, lots of old school guys in that 2011. 2014 also, Derek Carr rookie, Devontae Adams rookie.
No,
that year
time
as
to
well.
get him. Get
And,
him while he hot.
A lot of vets in that stuff too. So we also have 17 contenders. Are the Chiefs still up there? Are the Chiefs still on the board?
They
I
can't
think
be.
they're gone. I think they're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, I think so.
But 2017, you've got a chance at Mahomes rookie contenders. McCaffrey. So lots of different things to hit. We're about to kick this thing off, so grab your teams, guys. And more. And also, as a bonus, 2 Super Bowl tickets up for grab. We were just talking about the Arizona stadium being where the Super Bowl is at. We're giving away 2 tickets to Super Bowl 57 at random. So you can buy any team, and you have a 1 in 32 chance per team at winning these Super Bowl tickets. That'll be at the end of the break. We're also doing a skunk prize of a Tom Brady signed football. So if you get the least amount of hits in the break, it's Tom Brady signed football. So we're going to be adding some bounties, some other stuff. We have unlock bonuses. If we hit a Shield 101, we're going to throw in a case of mini helmets as an unlock bonus. So lots of fun stuff here, guys. And the Super Bowl tickets, I think I paid like $12,000 for them total. It includes the hospitality package. So if you go down to Arizona, you could participate in pregame, all that other fun stuff.
did it. You actually bought them from the same place I bought my tickets from last year, and the pregame was amazing. The food was good, really good for being buffet style food.
Yeah.
Open bar, it's good times.
So you get your team. There's the Bears, Justin Fields, Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys have so many players, obviously. I mean, I'm actually surprised at $4,999, down from $10,000 initially. The Cowboys are still there.
I'm surprised the Buccaneers are still sticking
The
around.
Buccaneers are
because
still
you
there.
got 2 years of Brady stuff.
2 years of Brady, Trask, and all the 21 stuff, which he
Yep.
still sells well. And, you got some old school guys for the Buccaneers, Allstott and, Warren Sapp, stuff like that. Steelers are still there. There's a case 2022 Mosaic draft in there, so you got a chance to pick it. You've got the 2022 stuff. You got all the old timers. You got Bradshaw. You got Joe Green. You got Heinz Ward. I mean, Steelers always have a ton of vet stuff.
Packed vet stuff.
Jets with Zach Wilson still available.
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris for the Steelers. Yeah, I'm forgetting about him. Vikings at $3,000 might be the best deal on the board. You got a lot of rookies. I know Kellen Mond's moved on to a different era, different team, different era. He went back to the 70s.
That would be amazing. It'd be amazing if players are like, I got released. I'm going to a different era of football.
So this going to a different era. I'm going back to leather helmet
Yep.
days.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff. Biggest PYT of all time, be part of history. Grab your team out of I think there's 8 left now remaining, and we're going to get started on this. Thing will fill up here shortly, so don't hesitate on grabbing your team. All cards ship, guys. Over 300 hits in the break as well. So lots of hits in the break. And then just to make sure that we got some great hits, we purchased some Hit Parade Sapphire, some Hit Parade Heroes of the Hall, Hit Parade case hits, Hit Parade jerseys, so that we make sure that we have some of those legends and vets and those great hits. Because, sometimes you could open some select and miss. So we want to make sure we have those buybacks in there for the break.
Any
Lots of
any
fun.
2015 in there?
No, we skipped that year. 2016 playbook, 2016 National Treasures.
I was gonna put a Manium bounty out there.
I know
but
we should.
Guess we're not.
Should have. So, but
Tried.
you guys, we almost 50 live viewers here at one point for the hype. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you follow us here at Mojobreak and tune in. If you're not watching the hype live, you can also get it on Spotify. You can get it on iTunes, all the podcast networks. And make sure you follow us on Twitter at Mojobreak_com, Mojobreak on Instagram, Mojobreak_com as well. We're on Whatnot. We're on Loop. So many ways to find us and participate in this hobby. We're going to take a short break, get the boxes ready for the 100-box Boompalooza. If you're listening to this podcast, check out the highlights. I'm sure there's going to be some insane stuff. And we'll catch you guys next week on the hype.